February 24, 2015, from Seattle. The radiant and shameless. What I give now, a greater, I give life and spirit with this. I render a grace no one has dared speak. HD. This year, I will draw open the sun from its edges and crack an egg into it, and it will weep. This year, I will render grace from the fat of last night's dinner. I will steal prime rib from your party and carry it in my purse, for who can tell the wise what lessons to learn? This year I will unpeel myself from comfort and trust in heavy pours of salt. This year I will lick honey from my thumb like I mean it. I will drop a pan on the ground to make a crater. I will live in that crater and liken myself to a geode. At night I will sleep at the edge of the bed as if at the edge of the Grand Canyon. I will divine even the most callous of rocks. I will watch research vessels in Puget Sound, dipping their instruments in water. And I will dip my legs in that water, and I will tell you what I discovered. And will it be a greater grace? And will it be yours? And will it be cold? This year radiance will take a liking to my eyes, will orbit my lashes. Radiance will coo to me, little pigeon, released of all light and shame, surely and soon. Ceremony. The cactus wants something more than water. What have I left to give over to you? Blossoms in the center spike. It's hard to navigate streets I have forgotten on purpose. My legs turn left each time, magnet of the devil. Lopsided leaves remind me to seek cover and covet. In the middle of the night, the cat ate the heads off the flowers. I almost killed her. I imagined twisting the neck and confessed to no one. I obsessed over the clean socket of a chicken wing. Everyday hatred, everyday dread. Stepping in water on the kitchen floor without expecting it. Terrible, roots disintegrating in overbearing light. Terrible, the desert of our mouths sweeping. There are radioactive wolves in Chernobyl flourishing. This is all to say, anything is possible. When we kiss, the smallest bones in my body amplify. My eardrum mushrooms. Kitchen grease blooms across my palm. I hold onto a light bulb to become self-sufficient. I lick a spoon to be closer to an inanimate object. These actions repeated create a ceremony. To test for failure, fall asleep in a doorway. To wreak havoc, kill something daily. Terrible to be banned from a funeral. To watch a funeral across the street in a car with the windows rolled up. My grandmother peels a grape as the coffin lowers. Remember, never look anything directly in the eye. A flower blooms in a parking lot, creating a field in need of water. When the water comes, I pray to the falling and fall asleep. I pare down the self, thin sliver of apple on the tongue. For comfort, I slump into the soft concrete. For cleanliness, ants and cigarettes wash my hair. Vice has marked me with the footprints of ants. The impassable stillness of the heart, pocked and pursed. To swallow oneself whole, simply look in the mirror. At the market, the mouths of herring hang open. I touch my jaw, the ice counter, my temples, the counter. My mother stuffs herring into a plastic bag and ties a knot. At night, a rattlesnake wobbles out of a storm drain, ready to do my bidding. I call to it as I call to you, with a voice mixing flour and water for no reason whatsoever. An architect builds a building inside of me. The archways expand with each move. Fax machines transmit documents each second of the day. Exponential, the promise of capital in my arteries. Investment in the ritual of breathing. To keep steady, tell someone the truth at least once a day. Such as, I grew so sick with worry, my heart leavened and filled an oven. Such as much as I like to, I cannot watch you die. My lungs growing rooms upon rooms of lies. Today I lay down in trash heaps heaps mistaken for suns filled with soda lids. I beamed and basked in the sugar. In 1968, my father nicked a goat's neck. Nowadays, everyone can breathe easier. A well fills with empathy, but no one falls in. Instead, we put plagues on each other. Fleas gather around our ankles, blood jealous. It's disheartening, to say the least, to plague yourself, to wave to yourself in a mirror, to say good morning amid a flora of fleas singing. In my defense, I have no limits. Lines are drawn in no desert and no wind. Each morning, dust congregates on cheap wax tulips. Each morning, my rattlesnake shakes itself out of the flower bin. Ouroboros of the heart, hissing in clouds. For knowledge, I kissed everyone and kissed them well. I tiptoed to the edge of the well. I threw a rock to see it swallow. Giant tumbleweeds float across the movie screen like massive wigs. I shake my hair to replace such loneliness. I count the days without another body to keep warm. At the market, fish hang to dry, close-pinned by the tail. I pin each promise to my lapel. For empathy, trace the sloping sides of a highway water park. For solitude, clean flour off of a rolling pin. Outside, a soiled mattress slumps on a street corner, completely free. The moon will not make its debut tonight. My rattlesnake has been swallowing a mouse for too many days. I give him a heavy pour of salt to help the taste. These days I'm worried the earth will crease from too much stress. These days I wish I could tell you something. Instead, the dangling legs of a horse trample me from above. I hold a flashlight to your organs. A liver should not be transparent. I hold your liver like a dead, stinking shark. I cradle your fins, your roving eye. I cut slivers of my heart onion thin, good for any salad. At night, mosquitoes bite our eyes, bedbugs bite our thighs, flies beam from the compost and beckon us home. Where do I bury the evidence of my failure? For a better view, cut down a tree. For mercy, share this roasted chicken. The soap scum at the bottom of my tub grows another life. This is what we were promised, another life. Today, I run with a flare in my hands like a bouquet of exploding flowers. Today, I will not be transparent.